Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing with the French Empire in the Law Resistance expansion. So before we get started with today's episode, I'd like to mention two things. The first is that we are going to have a poll. The way you access polls in YouTube is there's a little icon up here. I think it's like a lowercase I that you click on up in the top right corner of the video. And the poll is going to be on whether or not we should use the console, or I could use I could make no, I won't make a mod. I'll use the console to give the Sudetenland to Austria-Hungary because obviously this looks terrible. Several people have commented about it, and I typically don't like using the console for anything because some viewers look at it as cheating, even when you're not even doing anything for yourself. And I often find that the views drop whenever I do that. So I haven't done it in a long time. It's been years since last time I used the console for anything because, again, I found that viewers don't like it for the most part. So instead we're going to have a poll to see how you guys feel about it. Those of you who are watching the series right now, whether or not we should do this. So I'm going to have to leave the poll up for a couple days, so we wouldn't be able to do it until, it wouldn't be next episode. It'd probably be the episode after that. Give you guys a couple days to vote on whether or not we should give this to Austria-Hungary just because of map gore reasons. And now, given when we conquered through here, we would be able to fix it or whatever. But I don't know how long that'll be, so we'll have to stare at it until then. So I'll let the vote determine, guys, on how you guys feel. So either vote yes or no on whether we should give that to Austria-Hungary, and we'll just go based on what you guys say. So the second thing I wanted to mention is I noticed that some people didn't realize this on the thumbnail, that thumbnail of Napoleon is actually not Napoleon the First. I mean, it is. Originally, it was Napoleon the First, but HiJynx, my wife and co-host here on the channel who makes all the thumbnails, so if you enjoy the thumbnails, make sure you tell her, because I know a lot of people seem to like the last the two thumbnails for these two campaigns here. She is the one who does them. But yeah, she put Napoleon VI's face on that, iconic picture of Napoleon I. And you wouldn't notice, I guess, unless you're like really close to it. But yeah, I thought that was a really fun thing to do. I asked her to do that, and I realized nobody has noticed it. Again, I think the thumbnail is probably too small for everybody to realize it, but I wanted to point that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. There's a ton of things we got to get done. So I had posted a pinned comment on that last episode about what we could perhaps do for this one. And one of my ideas there was to perhaps do a war against somebody. Could attack Spain while they're busy, but I don't know if that would result in any kind of issues because of the Spanish Civil War, so we're just not going to do that. I think it might cause problems since it's got that Civil War system, so we'll avoid doing that. The Italians would be another option, though I think they would be a tougher one. I think they might be a little bit too tough, actually, end up weakening us quite a bit before we're ready for it. I just don't know if our country's ready to fight somebody like Italy. So the last option was the Belgians, and I think that's who we're going to attack. They should be fairly easy, and we don't really have to worry about them joining a faction because the Germans don't even have a faction yet. And then you have the Allies, and they could perhaps, they're still democratic, so they could perhaps, but I don't think world tension's high enough. So they can't guarantee them, and they can't ask them to join the faction. So I think we're all right, guys. I don't think we need to worry about it. So we'll do a quick war against them, and let's go and start preparing for that. And since we are doing a war, and that always runs the risk that perhaps something goes wrong and somehow you end up finding yourself at war with bigger countries, especially here in 1938, the end of 1938. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and get everything set up for, just in case. Go ahead and start handling up our military and stuff. Again, I don't expect war to happen with bigger countries soon because typically when you do this alt history route where you have all the countries going different paths, they often, the war often starts much later than it typically does. Probably not till like 1940 or something like that, which is another reason I'd like to do an early war so we can get some conflict because we didn't really help out in the Spanish Civil War. You'll notice I have named some more divisions based on your guys' suggestions. We have the Dragoons, which I gave them a dragon just because obviously that sounds similar to Dragoons. This is the motorized divisions. Dragoons were kind of like a cav unit that would often fight as infantry, so they'd ride to the battle and then dismount and fight as infantry with muskets once they got to the battle. So that was a good suggestion. So we named them, and then another suggestion I have here is Lancers for the tanks, and then I gave them a unicorn. So I think that would those are pretty fun names, I suppose. And we still have several other divisions that need to be named. However, we're going to be getting rid of some of these divisions, guys. That's one of the things I'd like to do right now. We have a bunch of weird divisions here. Like this one here is not the colonial divisions. They're actually identical to the Imperial Guard. So we're just going to switch all these 9 divisions over to Imperial Guard or to the colonial divisions here, which these are the ones we'll actually use in our colonies. That should actually save us some manpower if we switch some of them. So we're going to switch those up. And I don't, yeah, we have them all one icon, so it should be easy to find them. Same with these tanks here. We're going to get rid of these, just kind of switch them over to the Lancers so that I can build tank units. That should result in us having more tanks, actually, because they have 3 tank battalions, while the Lancers have 2. We do need to make an adjustment here. They don't have enough tanks, but again, we don't really have a lot of experience. Maybe we'll do that now. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that now. We do need to give them light self-propelled artillery, but let's just go ahead and give them the light tanks. That's what we'll do with their 5 experience. And then we're going to save that. They have the motorized recon company already. And then we're going to go ahead and switch over the 5 divisions. So let's go ahead and find all those divisions. So we're looking for these ones here. And we're going to find them and see where they're at, and that's where we're going to determine what we change them over to. So these ones, I want to make sure that in Indochina we're strong. So we are going to change those over to Imperial Guard units. That doesn't change their equipment needs at all, so nothing to worry about there. And I'm thinking about getting rid of all the cav divisions too. I don't really see the purpose of having them when we have motorized. I mean, you get the speed, but they don't have the terrain bonuses that regular infantry have, so you're trading terrain, or I should say lack of terrain penalties, because, even the cav divisions get terrain penalties, just what everybody does outside of regular infantry. I mean, they get terrain penalties. I mean, extra terrain penalties that everybody gets outside of infantry divisions. So I don't know what benefit we really have here for them other than the fact of their speed, but we have other divisions for that. So I think we might just get rid of these. Not delete them perhaps, but just change them over to something else. I suppose we could just change them over to Imperial Guard units. I mean, that would consume a lot of equipment and manpower, but I suppose that would be fine. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll change them over to Imperial Guard units. And you can see that this is going to, require quite a bit of manpower. That's all right, though. A lot of equipment that we don't have much of, but that's okay. And we're actually good on artillery, and we'll gain some support equipment from this. So I think that this is fine. I just don't see the point of having them, because the only thing I ever used the cav divisions for before, and we're going to want these to train up. All right, well, this is what we'll do. We'll just go ahead and have these guys shift click to train. So they'll train until they're all finished training. All right, so let's go and find any other divisions that need to be changed up. Like here, these guys, we're going to change them over to the Lancers. And then you can see we gain 300 light tanks from this. It does require more manpower, more infantry equipment. We're going to have massive infantry equipment shortages, motorized shortages, but that's okay. So we're going to change those up, and then we're going to go ahead and shift click these guys to train as well. And is there anything else? Oh, we actually have a division here that I didn't want there. So we're just going to pull these guys out and put them into a different army, I suppose. Put them up along the Italian border, I guess. Yeah, we got some crappy garrison troops there. That's fine. Where is the other one? Garrison division. Okay, he's right there. So this is where we'll bring him. All right. And I know we have more divisions. I just got to find them. So not in there. Oh, wait a minute. Here's some right here. Yeah, these guys need to be changed up to the Imperial Guard. Just trying to consolidate our division designs. There's no reason to have so many division designs. Imperial Guard. And then, I know I'm missing some. Yeah, we got some here. All right. And I think that's it. I guess we'll take a look and see if we can get rid of them. So we did get rid of all them. But we haven't got rid of all these. There's one division somewhere that I missed. I don't know how I missed them, but I did. I wish there was an easy way. Well, I guess there is an easy way to find them. If we can't find them, we could find them through here. This would probably be the best way. There he is right there. Nope. I must have missed the... Oh, you can't see the red reserves here. All right, well, never mind. The little reserve symbol's not on this, so that is not the easiest way to find them. Okay, we'll just have to scroll through here and look for that one division so I can get rid of the division design. Is he in the red army? No. Must have been in the orange army then, right? No. Huh. Okay, he's over here then. Ah, there he is. I missed him. There we go. All right, fantastic. So got all those changed up. That'll allow us to get rid of this division design too. Just kind of consolidate these division designs. So as far as names go, we need a name for our colonial ones and for our mountain troops. And I did have one guy provide names for those, but he also provided these two names. So I didn't want to have like one person naming all the division designs. So go ahead and suggest division designs for our mountain, or excuse me, division names for the designs of our mountain troops and our colonial ones. All right, so we got that done. We're also going to go ahead and start moving troops again, just in case we find ourselves in conflict. Just kind of move our troops into like areas to fight in, where we'd want them to fight. I mean, so just kind of move like these guys over to here. I don't think we'd have invasions here. I mean, I guess if we fought the Italians, we would. So we're going to go here. Just kind of bring them into different areas. The Spanish won't be attacking us anytime soon, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Let's go and bring these guys over to here. Have them take the railroads onto there. And you know what? We'll probably bring a couple more divisions actually over there. We got a lot of colonial troops. I think we're going to move some of these into other areas that aren't very well defended. So like over to here, move these guys right there so they'll be able to conquer there. These guys would be used probably to fight over here somewhere. We're going to give them another colonial division. In fact, let's go and bring one of these guys here. Just kind of move all our troops around, start getting ready. That's what we're trying to do here. Just so when the conflict does erupt, whenever that may be, we will be prepared for it. So I thought I'd move these guys. Perhaps not. Let's go and move them over here to the Libyan border. And we're also going to move some of these guys over to... I wanted somebody to protect this. This is actually a very important province, island here, when it comes to our resources, this area here. So we want to protect that. We need more troops over here as well. Not quite enough. Yeah, nowhere near enough, so we'll have to move some over to there. But again, we'll be moving troops in time. See, we should be good over here now, I think. Yeah, this should be fine for right now. We'll probably make further adjustments. There's a lot more territory we need to defend. But again, I don't expect to be in conflict. This is mostly just to... Oh, yes, we got to select our research slot. This is just mostly to be ready, guys. So let's go ahead and do a couple things. First of all, we're going to go ahead and get our land doctrine selected. We talked about this last episode, and I asked you guys' opinions. And some people made some pretty solid arguments for the superior firepower doctrine. One of the more popular arguments, though, was just because Napoleon I was an artilleryman. He was an artillery officer originally, and of course that resulted in him favoring the artillery and using it in quite inventive and superior fashion compared to how some of his contemporaries were using it. And it was one of the things that helped him win. Now there's a lot of things that Napoleon did well. But yeah, that was one reason that people suggested. Now I don't really think that's particularly a reason to go this route, because we're not Napoleon I, we're Napoleon VI, who's trying to more, revenge the losses of Napoleon I, and that's why we're referring to him so much in the series. But we're not doing everything he did. I mean, Napoleon VI was not an artilleryman. In addition, artillery was the supreme weapon of the time, of the 19th century. That was the supreme weapon. It was the thing that won battles. So, I mean, obviously infantry they're the queen of battle, which, if you play chess, queen is, of course, the most important piece, or the most powerful piece, I should say. But the most important piece is the king, and the king of battle is artillery. I was an artilleryman myself, and that's probably why I use them so much. I don't know. I was artillery for 2 years in the Army, and then I spent the rest of my time in the Army into military intel. I switched jobs and went into military intel because it turns out there aren't any civilian artillery out there, so it's just not a useful job to have unless you're going to stay in the military. So yeah, I was an artilleryman, like Napoleon. I was on the 198 howitzers, which is 155 millimeter. I don't even think the Army uses them anymore. I think we were one of the last battalions to use them. We were an airborne battalion, the only one in the entire Army that drops the big guns from the planes. I wasn't airborne, I was a leg. I never went to airborne school because we got stop lost when I was supposed to go, which means nobody can leave the unit. That's way too much information. The point is, I do like artillery, and we use superior firepower a lot. That's probably my most popular doctrine on this campaign, or on this channel. So I do use it a lot. I do like it a lot. But again, I don't think Napoleon, being an artilleryman, would be a good reason to use it. Napoleon VI, who's our leader, I think he was in the infantry when he was in the French Foreign Legion. Of course, he fought in the resistance as well, but he was not an artillery guy. And then in addition to that, there's the fact that artillery was not the supreme weapon of World War II. Air power and, most importantly, tanks were. Tanks. So I think if Napoleon I was a leader at this time, he would have been a tank guy. That's what I think. I don't know. It's possible to say, of course, in these what-if scenarios, but I do think he would have been a tank guy. And man, we are talking too much. I'm going to try and... I do want to address this, though, because I know a lot of people had some good opinions on this. And I did just want to quickly explain. I'm trying not to spend too long on this, but I did want to quickly explain why I'm going to go with mobile warfare, even though some of you guys had some great reasons, like the fact that the superior firepower grants very good attack power for infantry divisions and the artillery divisions, or the artillery battalions. Infantry and artillery battalions get a very good soft attack throughout here. That's the main thing that superior firepower gives. A little bit of hard attack for them as well, but the main thing it does is soft attack, which means that they cause more casualties and thus suffer less casualties. So it's right here in the description. And that's the main thing it does. Mobile warfare, on the other hand, it does everything else. It is, if you're, and not just for tanks, guys. A lot of people think this is just a tank thing. It is not. Even leg infantry get better bonuses in mobile warfare for certain things. For instance, organization is higher. You get higher bonuses to organization. You also get higher organization recovery, or I think what the code calls in the game, morale. So basically your organization increases quicker. So that's for leg infantry. So that means your leg infantry can fight longer, and then when they're done fighting, they can fight sooner again. That's the point of it. It's about moving fast, and you can't move fast if your organization is garbage. And there's also bonuses to all divisions where movement, you lose less organization from moving. In addition to that, of course, they have the massive bonuses for tanks, motorized, mechanized troops, which we are going to use a lot of. Some people were thinking we weren't going to use them because of French industry, but guys, French industry is actually going to be great. With all those focus we have, I think we'll be able to compete. I think we will be able to build a lot of tanks, and I think we'll show that here in the series. And plus, we're going to conquer a bunch of stuff, so that'll be more industry. So we will be able to build tanks, and of course, the tanks get massive bonuses. Way more soft attack and hard attack than you do from superior firepower. Of course, the recovery rate is so important, guys. I'm talking about for all units, it's about 4 to 8 times more like morale recovery, organization recovery than superior firepower. It's extremely significant, guys. Also, more organization, again, for tanks and mechanized, motorized, and leg infantry. There are some great bonuses. You get the speed, of course, for everybody. So while this one is probably my favorite, superior firepower is my favorite because of the soft attack, with what I'm trying to do here, I think that this is the best route. I do appreciate your guys' arguments. They're very quality arguments, but I think this is the best way to go, guys. So we are going to go with the mobile warfare because I just didn't hear anything that was, despite the really good arguments, I didn't hear anything that would really justify with how much I'm going to be concentrating on tanks going for superior firepower over that when I want to go fast. I want to go very fast, very quick, high organization, high recovery rate, and then just all the other benefits it provides a lot of benefits, guys. So let's go and get some tanks building if we have the numbers. Let's get some Lancers building. Looks like we are kind of short right now, but it's not short on tanks, we're short on motorized. Okay, that's all right. We'll just build one for now. And we don't really have a training army just yet for these. So let's go ahead and get, I'm hitting all the wrong hotkeys. I'm awesome like that. So let's go and get some motorized building. And to get the shortages taken care of, I'm just seeing what we want to pull from. Let's go and pull from fighters a bit and get that put into the motorized. And any future factories, we'll put that into motorized too. All right, so that looks good. I can finally let it play. Good God, guys, I'm sorry that took so long. I did want to explain my reasoning there, and I don't know. You guys have been on the channel know I'm a talkative person, man. I'm long-witted. I could probably do a better job about that, I know. Why are these guys not selected? I thought I put them in there too. Oh, those are the camp divisions. So we need more over here, so I guess we can move them over there. Let me just see if there's anybody else to bring. Yeah, let's just bring these guys over here. We need to get their numbers up. They're only at 22 divisions. So yeah, we'll get all those trained up. Let's take a look at our equipment shortages now. Still infantry equipment's a shortage. Motorized is not that bad though. light tanks is again in positive. And the Portuguese have a civil war going on here. Australia, of course, seeks distance from the Commonwealth. Let's take a look what happened here. So you got Greater Portugal, the fascist, and then you got the Kingdom of Portugal. Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Kingdom of Portugal route results in a civil war too. I knew that the communist one does, but I didn't know that this one does as well. I think maybe you can avoid it. I think if you click the right focuses, I think you avoid it. A player would probably avoid it, but the AI did not. So they have a civil war. I love their color, by the way, the Kingdom of Portugal. It's beautiful. It's a very nice color on the map. I find it pleasant. I was really tempted to play as a monarchy in our Portuguese series, but I couldn't justify doing two monarchy campaigns. So we got our units ready to deploy. Let's go ahead and deploy them now. We're going to deploy them in Paris. But first, let's go and build another unit just to keep this line here. And then we're going to deploy these guys. And then, oops, we should probably get them with the task. And go ahead and have, we are going to have training armies still. Some people are thinking that we wouldn't need training armies anymore because of the shift click, but I think we still do need them for certain instances, particularly to have units deploy straight to them, which we won't be able to do because I didn't give them a garrison order. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can find the damn garrison order buttons. Area defense, that's right, they changed the name to area defense, and they changed some of the stuff here, I think, as well. Oh yeah, that's because you got to okay, yeah, you don't need to use garrisons anymore, so that makes sense. You know what, I guess it doesn't really matter what we have this selected on. All right, so let's go and assign them here, and then get the order for these guys to deploy straight to there. All right, excellent. It's going to be hard to remember that those are light tanks, but I'll try. All right, so get these guys trained up. Oh, we have some decisions available, plus we again modify our government. So let's go and take a look at all this stuff. Withdraw from the naval treaties. That is a possibility. Get the event, remove the escalator cloud. We'll wait to do that because I want to use the political power for something else, first of all. And secondly, we're still building those old ships. What's the other ones that are available here? Anti-fascist raids. I don't think that'll be necessary. So let's just say we're not interested in seeing that. Where is that? We are going to do the Institute press censorship when we can, but first we need to do a few other things. And we are doing the anti-democratic raids as well. Let me see what else is available here. Okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and get something selected here. Well, we have the political power gain guy. You know what? Maybe we'll go ahead and do that. I would like to try and improve this. I don't like sitting at 38%. You know what? That's what we're going to do. Let's do the Institute press censorship right now. Start ticking those down, get our stability up a little bit higher. I think that would be good. I know there's a lot of stuff we need to get with political power guys, but it's okay. Oh yes, spies. Good God. This is a new mechanic, man. I just find myself constantly forgetting to use it. Which, by the way, man, and here I am talking again. We'll wait to talk while we have it playing, because I'm talking too much. We need to build the Intel network here now. So we'll go ahead and move him over to there, and I don't know if he's the best one to do it, but probably. Let me just double check here on this one. Yeah, I mean, he has basically the same traits. We're going to go ahead and have him move over to here. We'll keep building Intel on the Germans. I think it would be good to have Intel on them. All right, so we'll build Intel up over here, get the Intel network built, and then we're going to do a few other things with the Intel as well. But yeah, I didn't understand how that worked, guys. The prepare just means to get the equipment that's needed for it. So if you need like infantry equipment to do the particular operation, or if you need like a transport plane to drop them, or drop like a paratrooper down or whatever, that's all that means. And once you have that equipment together, then you execute it and commence it. I was thinking the prepare meant to start the timer, the duration. I'm just a dummy, guys. So yeah, that was my bad, guys. That's why I wasn't understanding what was going on there. I understand it now, though. So we got the active sonar. And do we have anything else going for the Navy? Because I did say we're going to keep one going towards ships. We have a carrier hull that we're working on right now. And that's probably all we're going to do then. We are in close enough to 1939 that I say let's start getting 1939 industrial techs. Start with the concentrated industry 3. We do have those penalties to production, so I think it would be a very good idea to try and boost that up if we can. Boost our efficiency up. So the Albanians were annexed, and we finished up our national focus, which did grant us, the research for the industrial text, which I don't know if that applies here. Oh, damn. Let me just double check here. Sometimes you have to like cancel it and then redo it. And I think we will. I will. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll let it go, and then we'll do these ones next. I don't know if it applied directly or not. So let's go and get another national focus selected. We are going to go down. I mean, it would perhaps be wise. Let me see what this is. Some dockyards. It would be wise perhaps to start getting some of the. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Oh, okay, that modifies the inefficient economy as well. All right, so that would be good to get. But another thing I'm thinking about is perhaps going ahead and start going down the branch here, though. All these do require us to hire somebody in order to get the advantage, but we do have experience out of this. So maybe going for the aggressive focus now just to get the experience so we can make an adjustments to our divisions, which are kind of cruddy right now. But we do need to go down this route as well. Let's go and get the aggressive focus since I know I'm going down that route. Got that 25 experience so we can actually do something with our division designs because pretty limited in that regard. So we're building up the intel here. And another thing I'm considering doing is perhaps doing the propaganda to reduce their stability and their war support. And that would result in them capitulating sooner. It'd be easier, I suppose. And obviously that affects other things too, as you can see here. So there would be advantages to doing that. First, I want to see what divisions they have and how many. I mean, we can kind of see them now, but I don't know how much information we actually have. So the decision is the anti-democratic raids. And democracy is so high that it would be beneficial to do this one more time. And plus that gains stability overall, just a little bit. It's not much. I think it's like 1 or 2% or something like that is what you gain after it finishes. So still need infantry equipment. And I think that's what we're going to go for, guys. We got the motorized going. So let's go and do that. Let's take a look at how we're doing on equipment. All right. Still got to get that motorized built up. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I think we can actually pull from artillery a bit and instead put that into motorized. We got the carrier holes finished researching. Awesome. Still can't really build them because the dockyards are busy with old stuff. And I think we're going to focus on the industrial techs now. Yeah. There won't be much of a naval conflict against the Belgians. So yeah, let's go after these industrial techs. Going to get the construction 3. We're currently building military factories. And it looks like the war is finished up. And okay. The Kingdom of Portugal lost. That wasn't part of the plan. So we have a Greater Portugal faction here. That's a shame. Alright, well sometimes things don't go exactly the way you want. We set them to become a monarchy, but the monarchy lost. I feel like that's not balanced properly, perhaps. Really, well, they weren't supposed to have a civil war. That was the AI not doing things properly, I would say. So another thing we can do is build, and we should do this, is go ahead and get some radar in other areas where we're going to want it for sinking the British Navy. But do we want it now, though? One thing some people brought up was that synthetic refineries. It's more efficient to trade for fuel if you can, trade for oil, and we have America to trade with. So we'll trade with them as long as we can. We eventually might need to get that, but I'm not too worried about it right now, guys. We'll just keep trading with the Americans. All right, so yeah, I guess we could make sure we have coverage in the Mediterranean. So like here, Tunisia. Would also want to get it right here somewhere. Thinking right in Casablanca. Could get Algiers as well, and then coverage here. This should provide full coverage to most of the Mediterranean, actually. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and do it here then. Maybe that's not the best. Yeah, it probably would be better there. All right, so we're going to build these up and make sure that we have full radar coverage. I think this will be pretty important for us. You know, and we need any advantage we can get when it comes to the battle in the sea and the air, because we are going to be outnumbered both of those. All right, so we got our dockyards because we finally finished up building some ships. So we'll have to take a look at that in a second. That means we can design some ships, doesn't it? I think we should start with the carriers. Let's design a new carrier. So we got the carrier engine there. Deck space is going to be needed. And we're not gonna do armor. Get the anti-air. Of course, we have radar. And do we want to do more? Yeah, you know what? We could do a secondary battery, but and I'm not going to use them for that, so I don't see the point of doing that. Let's just do the hangar space, so we can place more planes on there, which right now that leaves us the ability to put 60 planes, and we have the secondary here we can do, of course. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give them historical carrier names. Yeah, they can keep that icon, and then we're going to want to name them. Oh, we need names, guys. Huh. Okay, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're just going to call it something generic for right now. But what I do with my capital ships is I typically provide historical names. When we did the American and British series, we used the historical names of their carriers and their battleships. Those are the main ones: carriers, battleships, and then of course battle cruisers if we were to build them, which we probably won't. So battleships and carriers, we do need names. We can do something. I was thinking in this case we'd probably do something more Napoleon based. So if you guys have names like ship names, I don't name individual ships typically because it takes too long and there's way too many ships to name. Instead, we'll use those ship names for, like, somebody had suggested. God, I forgot what it was. I don't see it written down either. I must have forgot to write it down. But yeah, if you guys have any names you wanted for ships, instead of naming a ship that, let's name the actual design that name, because that's actually what they do historically. Often it would be a ship that they first built with that design, and then all of their ships would be considered that class. That's what I'm trying to say, the class name. So that's usually how they did it anyway. So that's how we'll do it. We'll just call it something generic for now, and we can always change it. So go ahead and post it down in the comments below. Name for this first fleet carrier. And we will do a different one for each version, each class. So the 1936 class will have a name, and the 1940 class will have a name, and so on. So let's go and get these guys finished up so we can build them. And yeah, we'll just be picking the best name available that you guys suggest. So we are going to go ahead and make sure we're building, putting all of our dockyards towards that. And then we'll just build one for right now. We will want to go ahead and change up their designs here. We don't need that many fighters here. I don't even think we're building these fighters, by the way, so we're going to need to get those building. So that looks pretty good. We will have to fight enemy fighters, so I do want fighters on there. And then we can go ahead and, I guess it doesn't really matter where they deploy, but yeah, that's fine. Let's go and take a look at our ship that we just built. It is a light cruiser, and I assume we now have ships here that need to be pulled out, and this can actually save us some fuel, and that would be that one, as well as the light cruiser. Alright, so I'm going to move those out, and that'll save us some fuel quite a bit, I think. And we'll see if we need to actually trade for any after they move. It does look like we will need to trade for some. So let's go ahead and trade for a little bit more. See how that looks. I don't want to be in the negative, even by a little bit. Alright, excellent. So we still have a lot of civilian factories. We can't do 3 lines anymore, unfortunately. And Carlos Spain did beat the Spanish Directory. Now they just got to beat the Republicans now. And we got another military factory constructed. Let's go ahead and place this into, what do we want to put this into? We could still do more infantry equipment, and probably should do more motorized as well. And I want to put these in here, but we'll do more motorized first, and then we'll put one into the light self-propelled artillery. All right, so everybody's just kind of training up. These guys should hopefully be done soon. We have enough experience to make a change, but let's wait until we get 10 experience so we can add field hospitals, try and save some manpower. We got the aggressive focus. That gives us the army experience that I was waiting on. Awesome. So we could go and do the battle maneuver. That gives us a new theorist. But I think we're going to wait. There's a lot of great options on both of these directions. Whether you want to use the focus on and then we could do flying artillery. And that would be a Napoleon. That's another thing is, the artillery of the air. That's another thing. I think Napoleon, if he was around in the 20th century, I think he would also very much rely on aircraft, not just tanks, but aircraft as well. So that's an option. But I really like the idea of getting Charles de Gaulle with his speed bonuses. And of course, motorized, being able to build that quicker would be super helpful. As far as the rest of these are research bonuses. And these provide research bonuses for planes. Do we not have a plane? We have our own plane branch, right? Yeah, we have a plane branch, so we can get some research bonuses there. Yeah, I just don't think, I mean, this is the army branch, so, I mean, you'd want, this is like the only, yeah, that's the only army focuses that we have. So we'd want the army branch to give us army research bonuses, while the air branch can give us air bonuses. The only thing you really get here is that you can produce fighters and close air support faster, and that is very good. That is very good. Oh, there's this one too. That makes your tactical bombers and close air support have better ground attack. That's actually pretty damn good too. Huh. Yeah, we'll have to think on that. I'm not going to get it yet, though. We're going to go ahead and start working on. We need to get those done. So let's go and get those now, actually. We've got a ton of stuff to get here. So let's go ahead and start. So this just adds... So all this adds is infrastructure here. Okay, well, no, that won't be something we get anytime soon. Let's go ahead and start with... Develop the colonies. It'll get us more compliance, 10% compliance, and then we can get those other focuses. You can't get those until you have that. So... We actually have a chief of army here. Who is that? Okay, the division attack. But let me just see here. Is that who we want to go for? Because if it's 50, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd love to get the speed, but I really can't justify getting a 5% speed bonus. He's just a specialist. He's an expert with a 10% attack. Yeah, we should probably get him. I think that'd be the best route to go here. I love the speed, but man, yeah, we got to go this route, guys. So we're going to go and get the 10% attack with only needing 50 political power for that. So that does mean for this war, we'll have better attack. Oh, we should probably... oh, we can't justify a war goal. Oh, that's right. I was going to do that with the... I forgot, guys. I forgot. My bad, guys. I'm special. We need to do the Avenge Waterloo in order to attack them. Ugh, good God. I don't know what I'm thinking, guys. So we're going to cancel this. It does save it. I think you have up to 15 days that is saved. So it's not wasted. So let's go ahead and go after the Avenge Waterloo. This does give us the annexation war goals against Belgium, Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. And I hope that these are the ones that never expire, although I don't know for sure. There's two different ones you can get from national focuses, and I never know which ones you're going to get because they don't state, which is kind of a bummer. There's ones you get that never expire and you have them forever, and then there's ones that last like, I think it's like 2 years or something like that. Of course, the ones that you do yourself with the Justify War Goal, and they last about 3 months, I think. So either way, it probably won't affect us, but I would like to know. So we did just get something here at maintenance companies. That's what we worked on. Let's go ahead and get... Well, we already have 2 going here, but good God, that's 60 days. That's pretty quick, man. I might go ahead and do that, though. I would like to get the infantry equipment. And then, of course, we have artillery we can get here. The medium tanks, so we start building those. That would be an option as well. But I guess we'll go ahead and do the industry just because it's so quick, because we have the 150% research bonus, which is extremely significant. Get that production efficiency cap up for all of our factories. Still doing okay in manpower. Soviet Union just declared war. Wow. Things are going crazy, man. All right. This is what I like to see. This is why I love going these alt history routes. You get all kinds of crazy stuff happening. So they are going to be conquered. They are at war with China. We wanted to see what was going on here. It does look like China is actually winning here. So, and they're done for now anyway. And Communist China just joined the Comintern. Oh, this is getting interesting, guys. All right. Let's have to see what happens here. Because remember, Japan is in a different situation than they normally are. They got the Civil War going on. Democracy is going to be reigning. We got Construction 3. So let's go ahead and go after the excavation. Get those more resources. Maybe we'll be able to trade. I don't know if we're even trading for anything other than oil, though. And China joined the Comintern. What? China's in the Comintern, guys. Oh, wow. This is cool, man. All right. I like this, man. Okay, then. Okay, then. I remember we're probably going to be fighting the Comintern. So Indochina could be under threat, guys, from China, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that at all. Pretty interesting. We need to get more troops there. Speaking of troops, I wanted to see if we could, well, we got to look, see if we have the equipment for it. We could probably build, what are we short on, for the tanks? We're going to get another tank unit. It does look like the infantry equipment's too short to really justify getting any more infantry units. Oh yes, I was going to make adjustments. Psh, completely forgot. My bad, guys. I'm special. So, what do we want to do here? That's right. Let's go ahead and start with getting field hospitals for all of our units to make sure that and we should probably engineer companies for the infantry. And that's going to be most of our experience. So let's go and get that. Support equipment's going to be kind of short now. Let's go ahead and do... What do we mainly have in this army? We should double check and see if it's the Lancers or the Dragoons. So we have 7 Dragoons and 6 Lancers. Alright, well, I suppose we'll go with I like the Lancers better. I think they need more changes as well, because they're kind of garbage. And we did start building stuff for them as well. We started getting oops, I have selected the wrong thing here. Light self-propelled artillery. So let's go and start getting those. Oh yeah, that's right. I did say that I was going to... We're just short on the experience. Alright, this is what we'll do. Let's start with getting the field hospitals to save the manpower, and then we'll get the self-propelled artillery. So I imagine we're going to have some serious shortages here. Yes, sir. Serious shortages. So what are we stacked on? We're pretty stacked on artillery, so we could pull back on that a little bit, but 2 factories, we're not really putting much towards that right now. How are we doing on the tanks? Our light tanks good? They're pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll pull from light tanks. I hate that we're making so many adjustments here, but ruining our efficiency, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done, guys. And I feel like we got to keep the factories going into the plains so we can keep a decent air force if we want to be able to compete with the British and the Germans. So I don't really feel like we have an option in that when it comes to that. So we can't intervene now. But again, we're planning on doing a different war here. But yeah, we can pick the side we want to intervene on. Last time we didn't really get to, when we were looking at this before, we didn't get to pick. So we're not going to do this. I think it's because we got the war support up high enough, which means that we could change over to, not that one. Is it? Yeah, we could change over to partial mobilization. We just need the political power. So maybe that's what we'll do next. Yeah, probably, because we're not going to be able to go. They won't have enough factories for us to do the war economy against the Belgians. When do we get this? All right, we got a while, guys. I don't know that we'll be able to do the Belgian war before the end of this episode. Probably not, guys. We'll see. We're making better progress now. I talked so much in the beginning. I could be bad about that, guys. People know who've been on the channel for a while. They know. We have the experience, and we should go ahead and get another ship design building out here. So we could do the battleships. I don't think we have the dockyards to justify doing 2 capital ships right now, and we need to get a lot of other stuff. So we need destroyers and we need light cruisers. I think we should start with the light. Oh, we don't have light cruisers. Okay, then I guess that makes the decision for us. We're going to do destroyers. We need to get submarines as well, but we'll wait until this cruiser's done. Let's go ahead and start with the 1936 destroyer hulls, and we're going to go ahead and make some adjustments here. I don't even know what all we got for them. Fire control systems are useless on destroyers. And just not, if you can see here, wait a minute. Yeah, this is the one we want. The fire control system does basically nothing. It's a 0.1 on the light attack. Yeah, it's worthless. And now, of course, you can put the sonar in here. We're going to put radar in here. And then we have the torpedo launchers, improved engines as well. And then we have, yeah, and then let's see what we want to do here at the top. So obviously we do want the better depth charges in there. And we already have the torpedo launchers. I'm trying to figure out what we want these destroyers. We'll probably design multiple types of destroyers. But let's see what we want these particular ones to be used for. I think I don't see any point in having the rapid fire guns. They're never going to have high attack. I think the best is either have the torpedo launchers or the depth charges. I think we're going to do depth charges. The Germans do have you know, a large submarine fleet. British have submarines as well. So, you know, let's do the depth charges. I think that's what these guys will be for. And then I name my destroyer classes based on their tasks, since I have multiple ones of them, and I just like being able to look right at them and know exactly what they're for. I know you have the icon for that as well, but this is how I do it, guys. It's easier for me. So we are going to call them sub-hunters. And I just always do the same. I know it's boring, but I suppose, okay, this is what we'll do. So it's not so boring, guys. I do something different for once. Wolf hunters. For the wolf pack. Alright, so we'll do something different. They'll be wolf hunters. And I think we got everything good to go. If I'm not mistaken, I put this on here, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's go and save that. And go ahead and get them building. And I guess we will go ahead and set up a location to place all of our ships. I guess we'll place them here. I think we already have them all placed there anyways. Let's get these moving over here. These ones are not over there. Let's get them moving now. And we also need to move, get the new battleship training up. It's going to consume a lot of fuel, unfortunately. That's all right, though. And, oh, we still have free dockyards. I didn't finish assigning these. We need to get probably a lot of destroyers here, and this will be done in the 4th of September, so we'll just keep the 2 dockyards going there. And when we finish that, we'll go ahead and make another design. Submarines. We'll work on the submarines. So Yugoslavia has just joined the Comintern, and Australia severs ties with Britain. So Australia is now no longer in a faction, and they still got the guided by Britain though, and they are free, completely independent. So the British have lost them. And the British are freeing everybody up. We didn't get any notification about this, but yeah, look at this, guys. So we have the Republic of Sudan here, and they are on the Allies. Okay. I was wondering if, and they are dominions too. Somebody told me they were completely free. They are not completely free. Yeah, somebody said in the comments that they become completely free, and I was like, oh, well then we'll get to like conquer them or whatever. That is not the case though. They are members of the Allies, and they are a dominion. So I don't know if maybe they later do. Oh, I'm not going to read them. Wow, they free them in a bunch of countries: Botswana, Rhodesia, Zambia, the Republic of Malawi. I don't know if I guess it's Malawi, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, Egypt. Of course, we have Palestine and Jordan. Oh, wow, yeah. Republic of Ghana. So I mean, we don't need to keep going through these. Sierra Leone, Nigeria. And I said I don't need to keep going through them as I keep going through them. So I don't know if there's any other. There's another one. Yeah, I think they freed all of their territory. I would not be surprised. I guess we'll take a look. And German Empire claims Memel. And we should let this play. I'm over here. I don't think they have much of anything. Oh, no. Our agent was captured. We'll take a look at that in a second. They still have a little bit of territory, but yeah, not much. I got some islands, and that is it. I think basically the things that there's no tags for in the game, the places they don't have tags for. So our agent was captured. This is interesting. This is the first time we had agent captured, and there's different things that we can do, like we can rescue him and stuff. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's read this. While deployed behind enemy lines, Fernand, oh, I'm not even going to attempt to read that, was apprehended by enemy German counterintelligence. Reports from our other sources indicate that he is held in a remote location for interrogation. While we believe that he will try to resist interrogation for as long as possible, it is likely that the enemy will eventually gain useful intelligence unless he is rescued or killed before he breaks. We must mount a rescue. I love the way it burns up too. That is awesome. To represent, like, you know, you're burning it so nobody can get that intel and that information. So they have captured our spy. I think, yeah, he's here in jail now. Which, remember, oh, you can see how they're learning. So we're at just like a leader. So 79% towards commando here, 51% towards linguist. Okay, pretty cool. And so yeah, he is captured. He does have, I want to say, oh no, he doesn't have a bonus. Maybe that's the other guy, or maybe I'm thinking of the Portuguese series. Yeah, the tough. That's the other guy. So we'd have to capture him. We'd have to rescue him, and that would be its own operation. But yeah, we're currently doing something here with our spy. But we got to capture him, right? Or excuse me, I keep saying capture. We got to rescue him. So I don't know exactly how you do that, or if you even can do it with just one. I suppose we'll find out. So let me just see. I'm not entirely sure how this works. This is new to me here. So infiltrate Air Force, make resistance contacts. These are all against the Belgians. And see what we have against the Germans. Rescue captured operative. Okay, so we can do this. Just like this. All right, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and try and rescue them. But let me just double check and see what we have here for the Belgians. All right, so of course we can infiltrate them, capture their cipher, which probably should have did that. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it now. Well, it's 120 days. We might. But yeah, let's go ahead and... I was trying to get this higher, and we're getting it up at 56%. Let's go ahead and rescue the captured operative. Sign him. And it's going to need 200 infantry equipment. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have infantry equipment for operations prioritized. And so we can't have it commence as soon as it's ready with this little check mark here, but I want to see when it does, and it doesn't have any... We'll just look at it. I'll just come back and look at it, guys. So they're just waiting on infantry equipment. So that's what this is when you're preparing. You're just waiting for the stuff here. So in that other case, when it didn't need anything, that means it was prepared right away, and I should have hit it immediately. But, you know, obviously I didn't. That's not in here. We need to prioritize operations. Of course, reinforcements are already prioritized. So what we might want to do is deprioritize certain things. Garrisons would be deprioritized, put it as low priority. Yeah, for right now, I think this is what we'll do. We'll kind of put these guys down here and see if that helps. Yeah, we'll see if that will result in them getting the equipment quicker. Because I don't think we have any infantry equipment. We don't. So any infantry equipment that gets built will then go into that. And so we'll be able to see as they get the equipment. See, they already have 98. Dawn of the Asian League. Alright, so they've created their own faction, which is completely irrelevant because they're about to be conquered in mere moments. They're just about done for. We'll have to see how that ends up looking. China will probably gain some land, and I assume the Soviets will gain a bit of land as well. So there is war in the world, and we're now at 39% world tension, so it's kind of getting high. That's a problem for us. Yeah, this is definitely a problem for us. Nobody's guaranteeing them, of course. I think it's 50%. Oh, Japan just joined the Asian League. Okay, then. So, never mind. It is not going to be ending. That means Japan will be going to war. Oh, wait a minute. That is not the Japan. Hold up. That is this Japan. The fascist Japan. Never mind. Never mind. So that means that the Soviets will then conquer this here. Sure, they'll be happy about that. That'll help them, the Democrats, win the war faster. Okay. I thought it was something else. That's not what happened. Alright, so let's go and take a look at the intelligence. And they should have it. And now it's prepared because they do have the equipment. So now we can go and commence it. So you could have them automatically commence. I just wanted to watch it that time. That's probably what we'll have to do in the future. And what is this? Why is it yellow? It was green. Is that not high enough now? Might not be high enough to do what we need to do. So we don't have anybody, gathering up intel anymore because our one spy is captured while the other one is currently trying to rescue him. So this will be done in 48 days is when it'll be done. Hopefully we'll be able to capture him. Here's the information for how he's going to be captured. It's pretty interesting. So we got the Concentrated Industry 3. Exciting things going on in this episode. And I think that means we're done. We could go and get the fuel refining 3 as well, though, if we wanted to, which would help with the fuel again. But we have such limited fuel reserves, I wonder if that's actually helping too much. Yeah, I say we just trade for it right now. Well, I guess it does apply for the oil that we're trading for. There's other stuff we need to get, though, guys. So let's go ahead and start working on those. I think we're going to do the infantry stuff next. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's go ahead and do, well, actually, could go in and get some stuff here. Well, we don't really have those in a lot of our troops just yet. So maybe we should wait. We are starting to get the field hospitals in there. But you know what? Let's go and get the infantry equipment. So they can start building that. I know that will require more resources, but it takes longer to build. But that's fine. I think we'll be all right. All right, so these guys will be able to attack us here. We can now start to look at their... Let's just take a look at what they've got here. It doesn't look like we have much Army intel, unfortunately. Got a lot of Navy intel, which they have no fleet. Is that right? No ships? Yeah, total ship count 0. A little bit of air intel. You can see how many planes they got. We should probably put our planes in the air, start training them. Let's go and do that now, actually. We will bring them here. Let's go and get some fighters in the air as well as some close air support. Just gonna put all these guys in there, and we're gonna get them training up here so they at least have some experience. I know this is again gonna take fuel, but again, that's what fuel's for, man. And then we'll just go ahead and do. I should have made those 200. All right, and then they'll have to put the old ones in there. It's fine. All right, and then these guys here, we're gonna want to put this up to 200. All right, excellent. So get those guys trained up in preparation for the war against the Belgians, which we will have the focus here in about 20-something days, which we're going to make sure we get our agent back and then probably do a few things there. Looks like Japan was annexed, and or I should say, yeah, Japan was annexed and the state of Japan took all their territory. The Soviets didn't get anything. They probably didn't get the invade here quick enough, and they might not have had the war score anyway to take anything. So that's done, and these guys are just about wrapped up as well. So we'll have to see how that ends up developing. Oh, we can see here in the mode. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, we can just look at it this way. Let me see if we have any. So these guys are actually done. So we can go ahead and place them into this army now. So what we'll do is go ahead and deploy some of these troops here. Let's go and deploy one of the tank units here, just so we keep these guys around. That wasn't what I said it was. Oh yeah, these are the tank units. Yeah. All right, and then we can go and get these guys trained up here because we made all those adjustments. So let's go ahead and train them up. Doing the shift train. So they'll train up and get some more experience. We got Avenge Waterloo, and that gives us the war goal. And that's the war goal against the German Empire. Okay, so once you control the Netherlands, you can then get more compliance there, which would be pretty helpful. We already know what we're going here, guys. We started it. We're going to go ahead and get it done. Let's develop the colonies. We can shift-click these guys as well, just to get them trained up here. And the Mexican Soviet Republic just joined the Comintern. All right, guys, it is starting. So that's the Comintern right now. They're growing. So if anybody goes at war with any of the communist powers, and we can't see, they don't have anything set yet. I gotta wait. They're working on naval effort now. Can we see what everybody else is working on? Foundations for an Indian state. Oh, okay, so they're about to free them. Or free the British Raj and end up Pakistan and India, I assume. And then China just finished up the war here. Let's take a look and see what happened. Is it done? Okay, so they're all part of the Comintern, of course. So yeah, this is all the Comintern. They are looking quite mighty indeed, man. And these guys are a Soviet puppet. Okay. Pretty cool. And China got all this territory here. They're split like this, so a little bit of map core, unfortunately. We got the advanced machine tools. And so I think we're probably done here for right now. We've got other stuff we need to get, man. So let's go and start working on that. I think we're going to do the support companies. Get the 1939 support companies, I think would be the best thing to get now. Could get the improved fire control systems for those, capital ships. Could get better radar as well. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get the field hospitals. We want to save manpower, save experience as well. That's helpful too. Oh, they already joined it. Oh, wait, we probably just got the message for it. Okay. And we got a decision available. Let's take a look. We can't do this just yet. We're still waiting for troops to train, and I wanted to get the spy done. But what we can do is take a look, see if any of these expire. They do not. Awesome. All right, that's the kind I want, man, where it doesn't expire at all. So that we can take advantage of it whenever we're ready to. 24 days. So we got to get the spy back before we do anything. Can do anti-democratic raids. If we so desire. And let's take a look and see where we're at. We're at 37%. So Could always do one more, but man, we need to start filling some other things out. Where's our support? Is it at 50 yet? It's almost. It should be soon. So we won't do this yet. We'll just wait. Wait to get 150. I won't even tick that and say that we don't want to see it. Because in a few short moments, we should be able to do something else. I got excavation 3. So I have to take a look at our resource situation. Let's go in and get the fuel refining. Maybe we'll be able to trade for less fuel. A little bit anyway. And can't, I don't think there's anything else we're trading for, yeah. So we don't get anything from that. And we're actually in the positive now. Good. Very good. Let's take a look at these ships that are trading here. I bet they're done. The light cruiser is. Let's move over there. And we're at 41% world tension, guys. And we can exploit some deposits in West Africa. Okay. We're going to just say... Where's that at? Let's find this real quick. Prospect for resources. We're not going to do this right now. We'll just say we don't want to be notified. Again, something we might want to do in the future. But not yet. We need to start filling out these, man. So we have the option of going for the partial mobilization, and I think we should. Obviously, it gets you more factories, and of course, more fuel gain for oil, and then you can build military factories quicker. I think we got to change here. I hate that we're doing it so slow down here, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Maybe I might not be doing that the most efficient, but it's already done. We got more factories here, building those radar. And how are we looking on getting this done? 4 more days, and I'm curious to see if it's a event that pops up. It's finished. Let's take a look. What happened here? Hasn't quite. There we go. Okay, so it's finished. And is it currently preparing to launch this? So we close it, and then we got him back. Okay, so no events or anything. Interesting. Did he get experience from that? He's at now at level 2. He's a level 2 agent. So he's an agent now. They start out as a recruit. Okay. So is there does that not give any bonuses? I assume it gives a bonus or something. Oh, here we go. So yeah, you can see here when you hover over them what their exact bonuses are. So with him being an agent, and then he has all those traits and stuff, you see he's pretty darn good. All right, so let's go ahead and continue building up the intel network here. So what if we put him there? It should build up quicker, and then maybe we'll want to see what we can do here. See what the options we can do here. So let's see. And we are actually done with the episode as well. So is it our intel network is too low? Yeah, we got to build it back up, unfortunately. That seems to tick down fairly slow, or pretty fast, I mean. So yeah, we can do a few things here. And we will do that as soon as we get it high enough. Still trying to reveal their intel here, decrypt their cipher. It takes a real long time to do, and I think we're getting a penalty to it because we're at peace. We do need to get more agency upgrades, so we'll want to get that soon. But I've been trying to get stuff built here, guys. That's the reason why we haven't. I suppose we could get one next episode. Yeah, maybe we'll get one next episode. That way, you guys can provide some suggestions on what you think we should get next. I'm kind of thinking we might need to get these two here, more passive bonuses. I'm just gonna kind of go through here so you guys can see the bonuses, the benefits they provide, and maybe provide your input on what you think we should get. A lot of options here, guys. Quite a few options. Can't get that one or this one. So yeah, post down in the comments which one you think we should get, because yeah, I feel like we could do one of them, I suppose. And we are just about ready to go to war against the Belgians, and we want to do that probably soon, sooner rather than later. Nobody would join this conflict, but they could, of course, join the Allies, and they are now communists. So they might not. They might not join the Allies because they're different ideology, but they could. It's a possibility. Probably not, though. No faction here for the German Empire yet. So if we were to just look at the faction map, just take a look at how things look here. And it's just the allies in the Comintern right now, and nobody else is in a faction. That's the world situation. So yeah, this campaign's really starting to ramp up, guys. Really looking forward to getting involved in our first conflict. Of course, we are lacking strength for these divisions, unfortunately. The Imperial Guard, because we're still lacking some resources here, support equipment. We unfortunately just haven't built it up enough. So we're gonna need to. How are we doing on infantry equipment? We can pull from the infantry equipment. That's what we'll do. I hate that we're making so many adjustments here, guys, but it is what it is. So we're going to do that. And is there anything else we're short on? Motorized. Okay, so let's go and get the motorized as well. Go 5 times here. All right, so it looks pretty good for right now. And could also pull back. Oh, we're about to put more light self-put artillery. All right, so just about ready with war with the Belgians. We'll try and get that done before winter comes. So probably going to be like a fall attack. It should be fairly quick, hopefully. Just enough time to kind of continue to build this out and do some spy missions, some espionage missions, some operations. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Also, I should note that after this video, well, you know what? This video actually will probably come out a bit later than it's been. I've been putting them out for my time, about 1 to 2 in the morning. And they're going to be moving to the typical time that I put HOI4 videos out, to around 5 to 6 in the morning. So you'll see that with this one. We're going to move to the regular time for these. So I just want to let you guys know that. Should have said something in the beginning of the video, but I think I talked enough in the beginning of the video. We actually did make pretty good progress for the episode, though, despite all of my talking, because we had that on speed 5 for a while. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys on that next episode. And thanks for watching.